Namaste, angels. I'm back as promised to complete my client's reading. So as we said we would, we are beginning with Earth Connection, which is a card about the need actually to connect with Mother Earth, to spend some time outdoors if you're able to, or if you can't, like bring nature to you as best as you can. We can do this by planting things. We can do this by using essential oils, spraying them in our homes. Maybe like dilute something in a spray bottle with a little bit of distilled water. And you just spray citrus, frankincense, myrrh, whatever, peppermint into the air. It cleanses the air around you, can help you with things like sinuses and all that stuff too. So it has more than one purpose. What we eat, you know, as making it as clean and organic as possible. These are all ways to connect with Mother Earth. And again, this may be showing up in connection to your Taurus energy, because you're like, you know, sort of like pretty close to being a Cuspian. But also this could be representative of the masculine, because it is representative of Venus for me, you know, and all things abundance, which is what she's about. She is the planet of abundance and a ruler of the sign of Gemini. So opening to Golden Memories. This is about needing to let some stuff go, something go. Like it's about baggage and how we can't take it with us moving forward. You know, it weighs us down and keeps us stuck where we are. Could be connected to an actual fire sign person, you know, maybe in your life, or that other masculine that held you back. And even if you're not in contact with the person, let's say, for example, if it were an actual person, sometimes we still have energetic cords to people that need to be cut. And I'm going to Emergence, which is a card about rising like a phoenix, right, from the darkness, making a comeback, rising like the ashes, maybe arising from the ashes. Golden Memories and Celebration. It's another card about rise and ascension, growth. Golden Memories. And right on the heels of Celebration, it's another Pentecostal-like dove. So this can also be about ascension, but, you know, more so like a death and rebirth. So connected also to that card of like rising from the darkness and from the ashes. That was like the death, right? And so coming back, the emergence is the rebirth. And this card has like a similar energy. Speaking of the other Pentecostal dove, it is back as the overall energy. Celebration. Divine Feminine. Masculine as it relates to the feminine. Himself. The union as a whole. Overall, what the masculine would have the feminine do toward the union, what he himself is willing to, what the universe would have the two do, but they will have to affirm to it to get that full support. And the outcome. Again, the overall energy of Celebration. Divine Feminine, Emergence. So this is you. You coming up again from this, you know, darker place, darker energy, to being far lighter and continuing to ascend toward the LIGHT. Like, so far lighter as in weight, you know, like a feather, but I'm also moving toward the light. The masculine as it relates to the feminine. Reflection. This card very much tied to or similar to hand in hand with that Golden Memories card, because this is where we look around at our life. We look back, you know, at the past. We look forward toward our goals in the future. We look around at our present and determine what the cords of attachment are, what the negative emotions are, what the bags we're carrying are, and whether, you know, what we need and what we don't need moving forward. the masculine as it relates to himself in his trilogy of light. So on a similar path as your own, which I think we saw in the other spread. There was like a very similar energy with two cards that one I felt was about you, one that I felt was about him. I think so. In any case, it's definitely similar here. This is moving toward the light, and there are in fact 3 rays of light here, shown on the feminine's face, and there are 3 rays of light here. Right, the masculine is moving toward, and also representative of like a trinity. It's called trilogy of light, but like a trinity, you know, the masculine, feminine, and the universe coming together too. And the union as a whole, golden path. This card, well, yeah, if it didn't say it before and I didn't feel, maybe this is what I was feeling then, because this would definitely signify the two of you being on a similar path and the same path and on the right path and in the right direction, headed where you're meant to go, because that's what this card is about for me. And it illustrates the journey very much in a way that I describe it. To me, it looks like Wizard of Oz, and that's how I describe the journey. It's very similar. All these rainbow colors here, you know, and they go out throughout the forest. I can see more purple all the way down there, like, you know, on the horizon. That's the somewhere over the rainbow, where the dreams come true, where our prayers are answered, our wishes are granted, where, you know, we earn abundance because we've worked toward it. But also, this is like the yellow brick road. And the purpose, why these friends or people, these people walking along a path made friends and decided to travel together because they needed to get to this place. The place they needed to get to go was the Emerald City. And, you know, similarly, we're all headed toward the Emerald Ray. That's the ray of healing. So this path, very representative of the journey for me and of progress. And, you know, being exactly where you're meant to be at this moment. Overall, message from afar. More fire energy, which is interesting. One of you may have some, or again, that could be a fire sign person. Perhaps that's particularly significant here. Or actually, this could be your energy. Oh, yeah, I said a fire sign person could be one. You're not a Taurus. You are a fire sign. So much earth was coming up, I started to tell myself you were a Taurus. Right, you're the fire sign. I was going to say this could be connected to Mars, which is located in Aries. And that's how I remember that you were the Aries. Yeah, but that could definitely be what it's about. Mars may have a message for you. It's going to be about messages together. It can be very literal also, and about the 3D plane. You guys, you know, or one or both receiving actual communication from somebody that's going to be particularly significant. What the masculine would have you do, like contribute, surrender toward the union, is inner child. It may be something that he thinks you need to work on from your past. Past definitely came up. I think the overall energy was past life and past love caused some sort of something around November. This inner child could be connected to an actual child of yours too. I don't even know if you have any children, but I'm feeling something. But more so, this is like the child within. When it comes up, represents that child within, and that child within, like, may very well have something to say, to communicate still. And it needs to be closure on that. So this needs to be addressed. This card also brings in the air, some water here, earth, all coming together. Very much representative of the sign of Aquarius. Yeah, something's coming in about that. Sign of Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. which is currently located in Taurus. So again, this is like your, very much tied to your energy, and definitely that Uranus and Taurus is also about us working on ourselves. You know, masculine wanting you to take advantage of that energy. It's largely about like self-healing, improvement, you know, continued ascension, which really works sitting here under emergence, you know. What the masculine himself is ready, willing, able to do, it is divine guidance. So listening to like messages from afar and actually following through with them, and surrendering. You know, that's how we know he's going to actually follow through. The moon is energy of surrender, feminine energy of surrender, to be more specific. And when we look at here, this infinity symbol here, very fiery red, I would say that's Mars or Jupiter. There's very strong energies that come through to support us. And, you know, that support is infinite from them. So you can't like ever stop get too many messages. You're never going to be, you know, sent away saying, oh, nope, you reached your message limit. You can continue to go, particularly when you do surrender and actually follow through and listen to it. They appreciate that. And the attitude of gratitude from you helps to continue the flow, you know, and you continue to be blessed. What the universe will have the two of you do, but you would have to commit to it, affirm, as opposed to like use your free will to say, okay, I'm in, I'll work on this, is expectancy. And I think this came up too in the other reading as it relates to control and trying to like dictate or control the how, when, what, where, why of a given situation, as opposed to going with the flow and allowing the universe to bless you. Yeah, so that's what you guys have got to work on, releasing that. And it's about working on surrender, basically. And the outcome here, transmutation, continuing to rise, turning negative cords of attachment and negative emotions and things like fear and expectancy and ego, and turn them into love instead. And that helps you to continue to rise. So here's more of your fire energy too. From my hashtag creepy deck, beginning again with this children and opening to new love, which we saw in the last spread on the 3rd month is where it showed up, March. But again, this card, it can be tied to actual children, regardless of their age, and, you know, like your children, his children, or, you know, sometimes even siblings and different things come through with this card for me. But it's also connected to that energy of the Empress and new starts and children as it relates to like co-creating or creating in general. And opening to that gossip card. So there could be some sort of conflict with or over again, either actual children, family members or something, or, you know, the new start. There's some sort of conflict, drama. Children, let's find out what's going on. Let's take a look. Let me just get to that part. Dark male. This is my representation in this deck of the divine masculine. So I'm happy to see this here. Overall energy is that gossip card. Divine couple. Recent past. Masculine's higher self. Near future. Blocks to your progress, union. What the feminine can do, like to help herself, and masculine can do. What the universe would advise the two, but again, they'll have to affirm it themselves for that full support. And here is the outcome. Divine couple. Money. So we start out with work, and the other one, this one is money. It's similar. It's abundance, like an Ace of Pentacles kind of feel to it. It could be connected to new starts. Could be tied to relationships too, or to individuals as it relates to value and deservingness and worth. It is abundance. It is overflow. And connected to earth energy again as well. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Recent past. Family and very happy. So this is energy of 3. Either one of you or both could have been spending time with family or together as it relates to your own dynamic, whatever makes up family for you. But, good times. Maybe being social with close friends also works there. And some sort of party of 3 that was, or perhaps more, that was positive. Near future. Down to 2. The 2 of Cups. And with the full moon here, this could be this week's, the upcoming week's full moon. The full moon in Leo. Got your red liquid wine, presumed wine, filling up the glasses. That could be representative of the Leo. And it's like a 2 of Cups kind of card. Which is about love, emotion, partnership, relationships. Masculine's higher self. Wow. More 2, more partnership, more union. This card popped up for you too in the last period. I think when I was shuffling, right? I believe so. Very nice. This is what his mind is on. I like that. But again, creating family or feeling like family. Blocks though. Karma. So a karmic situation of some sort. Something we have to work through. Karmic lesson. Could be karmic residue. Maybe some energy healing is needed. To clean that up, to unblock. Because that's what that does. Or at least the kind that I do. What the feminine can do here for herself. Help herself along. Just don't lose the role. Even if I don't see any moments here of doubt, why there would be any. But even in moments of doubt, it's just like you knowing what the situation is and what your role is and your job is, and not being fooled by false illusions or pretense, and keeping your eyes on the prize. That's what you can do. Like, despite whatever this is that he may be working through. What the masculine can do, his freedom. And I think I mentioned in the last spread, like some sort of ties to people, maybe, I think I even said maybe family members, or if he had, how did I word it? Goodness, I don't remember, but I remember talking about needing to cut the energy, cut the cords to certain people. And it looks like, yep, that is coming up again for him. But the universe would have the both of you do, but you will have to, consciously affirm to it like a free will choice. Gifts. So blessings, basically. Universe wants to continue to bless you, but an attitude of gratitude is necessary. Your focus and intention on the work in order for the reward. Like, we put the effort in, then we get the reward. This is like tied to, or at least in this placement, like the energy of judgment in the tarot. When judgment shows up, I usually tell you guys that as it relates to abundance, it's about abundance that is earned. And it's either earned through work that we did, like on this plane, that, so like labor, and we're getting a promotion, a raise, some sort of accolade, award, recognition, or it's abundance that we earned with our karma, our karmic works, or completing karmic lessons and moving on to like the next phase is how we earned some sort of abundance. And then it will materialize somehow in a tangible way down here too, because as above, so below. But what we want to focus on is, completing our works. That's how we get paid. And the outcome here, Ice King. I definitely feel something is coming up. There will be some sort of change or something with this moon. And we got this white king, king of the jungle, Leo, the lion here. But this card is like an emperor, which I also have here. If I use these cards to start with, which is representative of your sign, represents the planet Mars, ruler of the sign of Aries, which is where Mars is currently located, actually, and also the sign of Scorpio. In addition to that, this card also represents your masculine's energy because, you know, it's the Ice King, so it's the air signs also: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, and Leo all coming together. And then maybe even more importantly, or separate and apart from that, the Emperor is about taking back control, taking your freedom, doing with it what you will, as opposed to somebody else having you tied to something, having you married to something. That has to be cut, whatever that is that I've been feeling since your first spread. Your first video where I did the forecasts. So this is definitely about you taking back like control of your life and, you know, being the master of your own like destiny. So going to the Angel Tarot, again, I'm beginning with Major Arcana card, the Emperor, representative of the planet Mars, ruler of Aries and Scorpio. And it's about control, you being in control of your own life. Organization and logic. Structure and discipline. Also leadership. And opening to Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So this is like that reflection card from the last spread. And it's about introspection, so going within. So this will help you to decide, again, what bags you want to continue to carry and what you need to put down. Erykah Badu had a song called Bag Lady. I heard it yesterday, as a matter of fact. She was talking about like all the stuff that this woman was carrying. You know, a metaphor, of course, for that. And I was like, you can't hurry up because you've got too much stuff. You know, she said one day all those bags are, you know, gonna get in your way. They're gonna block you. You're not gonna be able to move forward. And that's what that card, Golden Memories, is about. And like I said, the reflection card is about figuring out what can we get rid of so that doesn't happen to us. Helping to the Six of Water, which can be about children. We've seen a lot of children. It can be about your past. So again, when you were a child or your life as a child, it can be that inner child. It can have to be connected to siblings for me, friends from our childhood and past. But also it's a card about like soulmate relationships and past life relationships. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children and romanticizing the past. Emperor. And life experience. Major Arcana card, life experience, or the Tower. A significant life event. A powerful revelation that leads to change. It is time to spread your wings. This can have something to do with an actual tower or a structure like a home, a building. It can be an aha moment, maybe because you did go within, you did do that introspection, and you figured something out about yourself, or you learned something major about yourself. Oh, yeah. That's like the Tower. Can also be something unexpected that comes in and just sweeps you off your feet, you know, good or bad, sort of like knocks you down because you just you didn't see it coming. You know what I mean? You weren't ready. You were not ready. Emperor. And Major Arcana card, the Sun. Now, the Earth Star, the Sun, rather, rules the sign of Leo. However, in the Tarot, the Sun, Major Arcana card number 19, represents the sign of Sagittarius. It can be fire signs in general, though, so your sign to your energy, too, as an Aries. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. If you have confidence in yourself. So that's the requirement. The Emperor. One more. And it is Unity. Major Arcana card. Unity with the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual teachings. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. This can be about so with whom, what you surround yourself. And you need to make some adjustments there. More fire. It's the Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. This can be about relationships too. The Ace of Fire, first of all, fire or wands, it's about movement. So it's always movement forward as far as I'm concerned, at least with the Ace. And it can definitely be like in, you know, your relationships and love. It's whatever it is, it's about what and or whom you are extremely passionate. That's what you're pursuing. That's what the opportunity is offering to you when the Ace of Fire shows up. Overall energy is still the Tower. Crowning the masculine, it is Major Arcana card, the Dreamer, with Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. That leads to unexpected opportunities. The Dreamer is the Fool in the traditional tarot, and in this deck in particular, this card represents the planet Mercury for me, ruler of the sign of Gemini, and of course Virgo as well. So this is totally the masculine's energy. Ready for a brand new path. That's what Major Arcana card, the Fool, zero, is all about. We're starting from zero. Starting from not even square one. Zero. Brand new. He's surrounded by that Eight of Earth energy that keeps showing up. Remember every time that work card showed up, I said it's like the Eight of Pentacles for me. That's what this is. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and maybe even going back to school. In masculine subconscious, it is Major Arcana card renewal. So if there had been any kind of separation or distance, it doesn't have to be actual separation, but just distance. You know, this is a desire to close the gap. Actually, renewal, Major Arcana card 20, renewal is Judgment that I just spoke about a few minutes ago. I said Judgment is a card that shows up and it's about abundance that is earned. Now it can be abundance on this plane and show up in the form of a promotion, a raise, you know, a bonus, some sort of recognition, an award, accolades, or it can show up in a more spiritual way that later manifests in a tangible 3D way, you know, because of what goes on above also transpires down here, ultimately. Other meanings for renewal or judgment are, as it relates to relationships, it's about deciding, you know, coming to a crossroad and deciding, like, where do we go from here, if anywhere, you know, like, and that can be any type of relationship, you know, friendship, familial relationships. Sometimes, you know, for a reason, we have to even end relationships with family members. It happens. And of course, romantic as well, deciding what we're going to do. And, you know, in a general sense, it is about being judgmental, period. And like holding on to guilt feelings, because you could be judgmental of yourself. There's a need for forgiveness. And of course, with other people as well. Crowning you, the Nine of Air. This is a card of worry and expecting the worst. Like, oh, we're not going to close the distance. We're not going to close the gap. You know, this is sleepless nights. You know, things are not going to go our way or my way. And you want to not do that because we have the potential to manifest negativity into our lives the same way we have the potential to manifest positivity. I think in your last spread, in the other video, I was talking about like where we put our yes, it was in relation to the Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles. I was saying like where we put positive energy, and I wanted to stress the word positive because I said we can do the same with negative energy. We can put our energy and effort toward that, and we'll reap something negative. You know, so we don't want to do that. That's what this card represents. It can also be about like a need for restful sleep too, and maybe because you've been, you know, anxious, worrying, you know, you definitely want to let go of all of that. And if you're unable to just let it go, because sometimes people say, oh, you're stressed out, so stop it. You're going to give yourself a heart attack. And you're like, what do you mean stop? Like, how do I just stop being stressed out? I'm stressed out, damn it. There are ways, right? There are things that we can do that can help us to relax. So there's meditation. There is massage, right? Acupuncture, yoga, you know, whatever you're into as a hobby. Maybe sewing, knitting, crocheting. And then, of course, again, yeah, energy healing, energy work can definitely help with that. Surrounding the feminine. It's another ace, another fresh start. And this is one that it's about all about where the Ace of Fire was about pursuing passions and a brand new start, you know, with someone or something about which you are extremely passionate. This one is one that brings emotional fulfillment. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. So again, about closing distance or coming back together where there was separation. Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition also come with this card. And maybe even a new home, like a tower, like your overall energy. Feminine subconscious. The Knight of Water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions and an invitation to a social event. Yes, the Knight of Water is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, very possibly making some sort of proposal to you, some sort of offer that, again, maybe brings you emotional fulfillment, makes you very, very happy. Crowning. Ugh. This is the Five of Air, an unwise choice. This is like that drama card. Yeah. That gossip. And, oh my goodness. Hang on. It's like the... I thought for a second, I'm like, wasn't that her overall energy? So I reached down to get it. And these cards were atop the pile. Because I guess your overall energy was this. Or this is the way I had picked it up. I had gathered all the cards and put them like this. But then all I had to do was like touch it to knock all these away to reveal the card that I was talking about. Gossip. This is very much that. Conflict, drama, bullshit. Hopefully you can avoid it, you know. You see it coming and you just like don't give it any energy. Don't feed it. Because you've got a much better place to focus your energy and your intentions. At the root, foundation. How did we get to this, right? And this potential new start and stuff. And it is Major Arcana card, the Star, with Archangel Jophiel. The Star, which represents the sign of Aquarius, again, which is ruled by Uranus, which is currently located in Taurus, which is, I think, very much your energy. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You are on the right path. This is about our dreams coming true, our wishes being granted, prayers being answered. Also about communication. Very much about communication too. At the heart of the matter. The Six of Air. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You may be taking a trip. So even if you're not taking a trip, this is more movement. And it is movement forward again. Very positive movement forward, not backward. And maybe even moving in, again, to a new home with the Ace of Water. Which can be about a home, and with the Tower in consideration of those. Further clarifying, we'll look at some romance angels, beginning with honeymoons, and more of this moon and the need to surrender, but also a card very similar to this Six of Air, right? A boat on very calm, still waters. So things getting much better. maybe the honeymoon phase of a renewed relationship. And a new love or new renewed relationship also came up in your forecast, I think in March, right? Opening to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This card is about earth energy and the need to spend time with Mother Earth, like the earth connection card that popped up for you. And also it's similar to the Hermit too, because it can be about the need for some introspection. Although there's two people here, you know, two people can go off into the sunset together too. That's cool. But if you're spending time in retreat by yourself, you know, it's so you can like go within. And heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that's the communication, retreat, and past life relationship. You have known each other before. I'm going to cut there, actually. That felt like a good place to cut. All right. And I've come to the end of playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So maybe not being so Aries-like, and maybe being more Sagittarius-like instead. Right? The lighter, more youthful of the fire element. Overall energy is religious factors. This can be very much like the Hierophant, and you trying to hold on to traditions and like ideologies that maybe no longer align with you. This can also be representative of like the sanctity and like sacredness of a divine union. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Whoop. Atop the Fool and this brand new path the masculine will be walking. It is attraction. This is all about the law of attraction. So bringing in what he wants, manifesting things with his positive energy. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Atop the 8 of Earth, about working for a reward, reaping what we've sown, is chemistry, which goes perfectly with that law of attraction. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So that's going to help you to bring in, again, what he's putting. This is all about putting out the positive energy, reaping the reward of that. And the top major arcana card 20, Judgment, is forgiving and learning. So I think that this is showing up, and at least as it relates to this part of the reading, as it relates to relationships, right? And so judgment can be about general energy, about love, and about abundance. As it relates to relationships, that crossroad and deciding where do we go. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So it's about letting go, cutting cords, dropping the negative emotions, cutting the cords to the past so that you can enjoy your life and attract what you want in the present, in the now, and live in the now. Atop the 9 of Air and that unnecessary worry is a card that says if you decide what you want rather than worry and be anxious about everything, it will come to you now. So it's at this card, like I did, is guiding you to change your focus to just a positive intention and then bringing that in, similar to what the masculine is working on here. Atop the Ace of Water in this brand new start is you deserve love. You are lovable. And it's this very Sagittarian energy. So just like the other card that said, if you want to bring love in, you got to be more youthful and lighthearted. And I said, like a Sagittarius, this is confirmation of that. You want to bring this emotional fulfillment in, let's let go of the heavy bags and get lighter. Atop the Knight of Water and this romantic energy coming in with a proposal. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So the right person, the right energy coming in with that proposal. Top the 5 of Air, which is that funky energy, is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So rather than feeding into drama, again, putting our energies in more positive places where we want to reap an outcome. Atop the Star, it's codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Could be tied to an actual Aquarius, maybe, or the Aquarius energy could be representative of your need for freedom from a toxic situation and or relationship. You know, not necessarily an actual addiction, or especially not necessarily a substance, but something that you need to break away from. At the heart of the matter, the Six of Air. Boom. Reconciliation. Sitting here right next to the Ace of Cups. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So we saw evidence of that. There's your confirmation right here at the heart. Further advice to the masculine from the Angel Tarot is the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So you've made a decision, for example, to come back, to reconcile, to fix everything, to work on this relationship, with it here crossing judgment. Don't let anybody talk you out of that. I mean, if you want to change your mind about that or anything, you change your mind because you want to change your mind, not because of what, you know, ideologies, what society says or anything. Let go of control issues, right? And just let it flow. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. For you, from the Angel Tarot, it is the Emperor again. So this is about you taking control of your life. And yes, breaking free from anything that would try to limit you or prevent you from being the master of your destiny. From the Universal Love Oracle to the masculine, it is birth, and another one of these cards with the 3 rays. So still trying to be nearer and dearer to the universe, is continuing to move closer to the light with everything that we focus on and attract, and that is just an awesome thing. For you, eternal flame. So again, regardless of whatever else is happening at any given moment, you know, this continues to burn, and that should be your focus. And let that help you. Let that help to keep you positive, as opposed to in a place of worry and anxiety, which is fear and takes us into manifesting potentially negativity into our own life. From the masculine, courting man is back. This card surrounded him in that first spread for you, you know, represented him over and over and over again. The hashtag creepy deck for you, travel, which is again about positive movement. Could definitely be about actual travel too, but you know, if it's just metaphoric, people tend to like that as well, because it's about moving forward. Another card of union for the masculine. Remember, he had that union card crowning him as where his higher self was, and it's showing up here again. This wedding, this situation involves marriage, and again, it could be about him have more than one meaning. Yes, marriage, yes, divine union, sacred marriage, but also again, I kept feeling something that he was married to that needed to be cut. Something, someone, you know, that combination of those, there were cords that need to be cut so that he can move. Even if there's no actual physical interaction, there's energetic cords. I don't know how else to say it. And maybe something similar for you, something that needs to be cut. Some sort of energetic cord to something or someone. That is what this codependency represents, and it's right here in the middle for both of you, and it's at your foundation. So like everything else is as like a consequence of this. So you want to get rid of that too. The time has come to clear your energy. I hope that you have enjoyed both of your readings, or both parts of your reading, and you know that it brings you some clarity. Namaste.